Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Onyx, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be at about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to Weird Wednesday. Hopefully, everybody can hear us. What's up, Jamie?
Okay, my phone, my charger, or I'm at 65% on my phone,
Yes.
and he must have bit the cord somewhere. So I'm trying to think how I'm gonna charge my phone.
Nice. I'm down to 2% on mine. Oh, man.
I've got like the off-brand ones. They aren't working. Those ones are like hit or miss. I have like another one in the car, like these like braided off, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And it could be it's just working on. I have like all these battery packs, and none of them are working. But it's like I got things I need to do tomorrow, and that's not going to be a good way to start my day. But other than that, I'm doing really good. How about yourself?
You know, I'm plugging along. Plugging along. Yeah, we've had some weird stuff going on around town. Not really weird, but just unfortunate stuff.
Oh yeah, that's what you're saying.
How's it going, Azariana? How's it going, Heather? Very hot. What's up? Yeah, I don't know what happened yesterday. You know, it's tourist town. You never get the whole scoop. I haven't talked to my police friends yet, so that's usually how I find out what really happened. But yeah, there was a huge presence of officers and forensic team and all that. So you know when the forensic team shows up, it's never good news.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just got off. I didn't get off work. I just got home and came in here and sat down and turned this on just in the nick of time. Who is Nick and how did he get involved in last minute affairs on the clock? Yeah, we've had all kinds of crazy stuff going on. There was a bad boat accident here last week. And I don't know. I think there was like 7 or 8 people on the boat, and 4 of them didn't make it. They just found the last little kid the other day after 8 or 10 days, something like that. Had some, I don't know what the thing was that happened yesterday. Like I say, I haven't talked to the police friends yet. They'll tell me what's up, but yeah. Other than that, who knows? Yeah.
I hate technology.
Yeah.
I
Doesn't usually pan out for the best.
No. This is why I don't want to be dependent on this stuff, because I'm already thinking what I'm not going to be able to do. And I won't be able to do anyway because I can't have my phone to get like codes sent back to me, like to try to. And I've got my dentist calling me stuff.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of missing people around town too, which is kind of weird. There's like several, like 3, 4.
How far apart have they gone missing?
Within, weeks of each other.
What age? Like, are they all different ages, different description, sex, what? Or is there anything that might be the same?
I think they're all girls.
Are they locals?
Yeah.
And what areas are they being missing from?
This one was last seen in World Golf Village, which is like 5-10 minutes up the road from where I live. Yeah, just different places around town. Kind of strange. I was looking for what may have happened yesterday in the local news, but of course, tourist town, not going to find it.
Yeah. And the fact that there's forensics and everything.
Yeah. So who knows with that one?
Were there could you see like yellow tags in the street or anything? Or around?
I don't know. I didn't see them, but.
Or like tape?
Oh yeah, there's lots of tape.
Tape. And I know if you said that in the beginning or not. I'm not really going to be able to chat to anybody. So I'm saying hi to everybody now. I might have to have my phone off. Well, that's. Then other people missing. Wait, and where was this at? Like residential or in a wooded part or where?
Yeah, just all kind of all over the county, different areas.
No, where like the forensics was.
Oh, it was out of the beach on A1A.
Okay. Like a dump. That wouldn't be like really like a dumping spot,
Oh,
would
no.
it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, more like something happened and they just got killed there, if that's what it was. Helicopters.
Yeah, pretty much everything. This one says, man pulled from the water at San Augustine Beach after an hour-long search, taken to the hospital. A surf instructor helped rescue 2 people in the water last Thursday. Numerous people were rescued from choppy beach waters as red and purple flags signal warning to swimmers, which they obviously ignored.
Like if somebody just drowned, Bootsy, they wouldn't get forensics really involved. I don't think.
No, mm,
They would just call it an accidental drowning.
yeah. It's funny, there's a picture of the pier. It says beachgoers surprised to see the San Augustine Beach Pier touching the water again. Yeah, all summer there's been no water under our pier because they did a beach renourishment and just filled it all in.
Uh,
And now people are surprised because the very tip of the pier is touching the water. But the last 50 feet of the pier has been closed all summer, so it doesn't do anybody any good anyways. What on earth happened? Labor Day visitors surprised by San Augustine Pier closure.
you know, I've been saying how like I'm worried because like you're right by where you are, and it's a really easy spot for like people to come in, and like what we're talking about. Um, maybe like certain gangs and things, you know, people collecting that are coming over from other places,
Yeah.
and that almost seems like a trafficking. So I'm wondering if even the beach thing is even involved with the missing people because like they're missing. You know, this person's found.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't. I don't think like too if it was like something weird went on and went wrong, and then this one just happened to die because it's not like if you're breaking into a house and then you don't kill, and something happens and you know heat the moment you actually kill somebody. The kidnapping and trafficking is usually a little bit different, and the fact that people are missing makes me worried that. And if they're all female, I was wondering like what their age range was. Uh, and like the vicinity of like where they're getting grabbed from, like how tight the grouping is as far as locations where these people are missing. Because that's not a good spot for that to, you know, I mean, that'd be a good spot for them to do things like that right off the water like that. Hey. Bootsy, come on, baby. You get all wild.
Had an exploding e-bike
Definitely
battery.
drink.
Had an exploding e-bike battery that caught on fire.
You?
Not me, no. It was just
Oh,
here.
that's what I'm scared of all the time. I say, God damn it, Rob.
Palm Coast family is warning others about the dangers of lithium-ion batteries.
I wish I could get this working so I could focus better. I see like one little tooth missing from on both sides, like on the little charger thing. Usually it's flat, like it's all filled in with silver, huh? I wonder if that's the problem and it wasn't eaten. Yeah, like this one here that has all the teeth. So that's probably what the problem is. It's not connecting, and that's why it can wiggle sometimes.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, we've been having bodies, or no, Wisconsin, 17-year-old killed his stepdad and his mom and lived in the house for 2 weeks with them.
Oh, sweet.
The school only called because to do a wellness, because not because he wasn't in school for 2 weeks. They say that's why, but it was because also they were getting weird texts from his stepdad's phone. And if you see him, man, this kid is freaky looking. His mom was like shot in the back of the head, like a few times in the chest. The stepdad. Oh, and then he had like blankets and stuff all over his mom. Then he had a candle burning by his dad and did a video like just like and one moment you're here and one moment you're just rotting on the floor like this, or rotting right here on the floor. So, some weird twisted thing. And then right here in Dublin or Pleasanton, a kid killed his mom or something. I didn't read that whole thing yet.
This Wisconsin kid looks like Norman Bates.
That's the one I'm talking about. Did you just look it up?
Yeah.
He does. That's what I said. I said he looks like Norman Bates to me.
Yeah.
And then look at his mugshot.
Yeah.
Trying to be all menacing at the camera.
Crazy.
But there's there's a lot more, gang related type things and stuff like that. But I'm seeing an awful lot of domestic type violence and murders going on, like in this, I'd say a 30-mile vicinity.
Yeah.
A lot more than normal. It's like what's causing people just to go apeshit crazy. A lot of them are young though, too.
Yep. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Mm-hmm. But like, why? Why?
All that damn aluminum in the air they're spraying.
All that damn aluminum.
Damn, making people
veins.
Well, there's these strange giant prehistoric towers. It may have been a totally new form of life. What? Known as prototaxites, these giant fossilized structures have long proven impossible to properly categorize. If you happen to go for a stroll through the primordial landscape over 165 million years ago, you'd find yourself in a strange world of alien-like forms unlike anything you can find today. Perhaps chief among these were the protoxites, bizarre towers reaching 26 feet in the air. For many years, scientists have struggled to determine exactly how to fit these peculiar organisms into the tree of life. But now a new study has put forward the notion that the reason it's so difficult to classify prototaxites is because they might actually be a completely different form of life with no modern equivalent. This counteracts other earlier studies that concluded prototaxites were most likely a type of fungus. That's one big ass mushroom. Based on the investigation, we're unable to assign prototaxites to any extant lineage, reinforcing its uniqueness, stated University of Edinburgh researchers who penned the new study. We conclude that the morphology and molecular fingerprint of P. tatti, a prototaxite species, is clearly distinct from that of the fungi and other organisms preserved alongside it in the Devonian deposit. And we suggest that it's best considered a member of the previously undescribed, entirely extinct group of eukaryotes. What's a ute? Exactly what became of this long-lost branch of Earth's tree of life, however, still remains a mystery. As far as we know for sure, is that they died out a long time ago. Who knows? Was it a fungus? Was it alien poops? One may never know. Would be weird to just be walking along a trail and see these 26-foot tall ding dong looking things.
There's a fungus among us.
Yes, indeed. And it's growing quite large. Yes, trafficking is definitely real. Unfortunately. That was the other thing that went down this past weekend. Here they arrested, I don't know, it was like 26 different individuals who were partaking in stuff like that. Again, didn't get all the details, but yeah, they had some sort of sting operation and they got a bunch of people arrested that were diddling kids and whatnot.
Oh no.
Hey, diddle diddle.
Put your kitty in the middle. None of those adapters work.
Yeah, I gotta buy them. I gotta get a new, like one of these. No, you can't see it because our pictures aren't up. One of these things. That was another thing. Yeah. To play my music. I use it when I do, play break music on the band gigs. God, the other night, man, did a gig Saturday night. My iPad was not working right. My PA was not working right. The monitor speakers were humming for some unbeknownst reason. My bass amp had some kind of crazy humming noise coming out of it. My microphone was screwed up. I had somehow lost two of my power cords that power my PA speakers. I swear the cord was sitting right there on the stage because I untangled it and I put it there and I went and hooked the other two speakers up. I come back and the cord's gone. I don't know what happened to it. It was one of those nights. And then, go to take a break from playing music, which for some reason I felt like I was having some sort of fit or some sort of situation brain-wise because I was forgetting how to play songs. I think it was because I was so stressed out because everything else was like screwing up.
Yeah.
So then I went to play break music and my cord that I hooked my phone up to the PA with, it broke. I'm like, that's freaking wonderful. It's like everything was breaking.
When you read your article, I'm going to run to the car to see if the other braided one
right.
works. It's really going to be I don't think there's anywhere at midnight I can go. And in the morning, I have to run to the dollar store or something.
Dollar, make you holler at the dollar store.
So, what was this? The Mars rover. The Perseverance Mars rover spots a peculiar spider egg rock on Mars, and scientists have no idea how it got there. NASA's Mars rover has spotted a strange object out of the corner of its eye, a mysterious rock that resembles a cluster of hundreds of spider eggs. The rock, which was discovered on the slopes of Witch Hazel Hill on the rim of G0 crater, is lightly dusted with red sand and conspicuously out of place. Conspicuously out of place. This rock, which the rover team named St. Paul's Bay, is float rock, meaning it wasn't found where it is formed. As a result, it's missing context clues that could explain its strange texture. Oh, it's missing context clues that could explain its strange texture. It isn't just the geologic context that's missing. Something caused the rock to move from its original location, and that movement could reveal insights about Martian geology. Maybe this rock formed when a meteorite struck Mars, vaporizing rock before it condensed into the tiny little granules seen in the photo. If this was the case, the rock could have originated far from its current resting place, and it could reveal how meteor strikes transport materials on Mars, NASA noted. It's also possible that the rock rolled down Witch Hazel Hill. It may have originated from one of the darker layers on the hill that scientists have detected from orbit. Closer study of Witch Hazel Hill could tell scientists what those darker layers are made of. If they're similar in composition to St. Paul's Bay, it could indicate a layer of volcanic activity, an old meteor strike, the presence of groundwater in the past, or something else entirely. Rocks like St. Paul's Bay give scientists important clues about how the red planet has changed over time. Their formation and transportation reveal complex interactions between water, rock, and geologic forces on Mars, which can help answer whether the planet could have harbored life in the past. If Witch Hazel Hill once had groundwater, some of the rock samples the rover has been collecting might contain fossilized microbial life. Their sample return mission, currently planned for sometime in the 2030s, will scoop up these rock samples and return them to Earth for further study. Witch Hazel Hill, huh?
Yeah, I was looking up stuff on Google Earth today and finding some weird things. You know, like
Yeah.
weird stuff in the Antarctic and
Oh, the Antarctic trips me out.
yeah. You got these scientists here that are resurrecting algae that's been dormant for nearly 7,000 years. I don't know if that's such a great idea, but let's see what it says. In a remarkable achievement, this algae was brought back to life as though nothing had happened to it. Retrieved from a sediment sample taken 250 feet beneath the bottom of the Baltic Sea, the algae, which had remained in a state of dormancy for over 7,000 years, was recently subject of a groundbreaking new study by an international team of researchers. Although the algae in this case, a type of phytoplankton, had been dormant for all this time, it wasn't actually dead. Instead, it had entered into a sleep state with significantly reduced metabolic activity. And that's a long-ass nap, 7,000 years. By bringing it back to life, scientists were able to create a living snapshot of ancient Baltic Sea ecology. Such deposits are like a time capsule containing valuable information about past ecosystems and the inhabiting biological communities, their population development, and genetic changes, said biologist Sarah Bolius from the Lebanese Institute for Baltic Sea Research. Incredibly, despite being dormant for so long, the organism seemed to be none for the worse for wear. It's remarkable that resurrected algae have not only survived just so, but apparently haven't not, good Lord, who wrote this? Haven't not lost any of their fitness, i.e. their biological performance ability. They grow, divide, and photosynthesize like modern descendants. And they spread some kind of crazy new bug that we don't have any idea because it's 7,000 years old. I don't know. I get the research part of it, but something about it hits me as kind of scary.
Well, yeah. Oh, 1 second.
It's like going in, all the talk about these pyramids, and like opening these sarcophaguses and this and that. Something about that's just weird too. I don't know.
It's just, it's like everything that you've been taught or that's in you, like all instinct says don't do it.
Yeah. I always think, where's the line between respect for the dead or research? Let's open up your casket and poke them around and put them on display. It's like, damn, dude, they were buried for a reason. And I'm sure that reason wasn't to be put on display, several hundred years later in a museum.
Exactly.
Where everybody can stare at their dead carcass. I don't know. It's like, if I was to get buried, are they going to dig me up in a couple hundred years and go, hey, let's put this guy on display. We'll put him next to the chips. Well, next to the chip vending machine. It's like, really? What kind of savages are you? Morbid weirdos. I don't know. It's just, it's just a meat suit, I guess. I don't know. Or is it? Some of those mummies are supposedly cursed.
My mom just brought me her Samsung wireless. You just lay it on it. And I've used it before. I don't think you have to turn it on or anything.
Do you have massage? Do you have sketchy massage spas in your area, Azariana? I say that because there's one kind of down the road from my house here, and it's open really I thought it just had neon signs in the window, but I went by there really late the other night, and one of the neon signs was flashing. It said open. And I was like, oh, they're a late night massage parlor. That just sounds sketchy in itself, right? I'm going to run down and get a neck massage down at the late night massage parlor. Makes me want to go in there, though, just to check the place out. Yeah, no doubt AI wrote that last article I was reading. What in the hell?
Alright. I don't know why my thing's not charging. I'm gonna cry. I'm at 40%. Okay.
Poop and run.
Police catch India's infamous poop and run thief. Police in Delhi have finally been able to capture an elusive thief who always poop his pants when in danger away as he made his escape. Do you know how good actors can cry on command? Well, apparently, some people have the same level of control of their bowels. I knew a girl like that, allowing them to defecate at any moment. Deepak, a 27-year-old phone thief from Delhi, India, was one such person, and he used his unusual gift to avoid law enforcement whenever they got close to catching him. According to a Delhi police spokesperson, Deepak evaded arrest multiple time by pooping his pants to create a stench so foul that police were repulsed, giving the thief enough time to make a run for it. The dirty trick was so effective that police even named it Poop and Run. Deepak's poop-fueled reign of terror finally came to an end when the policemen equipped with masks and gloves apprehended him. Teams gave him a chase and pinned him down. Probably told News 18 as suspected, Deepak deployed infamous filth plan. He was equipped with gloves and masks, thwarted his last ditch effort. Oh, my screen went blank. I'm just having a good time tonight. His ditch effort and took him into custody. Deepak was spotted by a police patrol near a park. His poop and run technique, they prepared accordingly to make sure they could endure the stench of his poop. Following the historic arrest, a case was registered against Deepak under the Arms Act at the Sadr Bazaar police station, and he confessed to multiple thefts, mobile thefts, and knife-related crimes in the area. Police said he had a long criminal history with over a half dozen cases against him throughout Delhi. But his unusual defense mechanism helped him avoid capture for a long time. We know this sounds like something you'd expect to read on The Onion, but it's apparently a real news story about a guy's crappy superpower. So I wonder if he eats something like special, like has like a medical problem.
I don't know. You totally derailed me when you first started talking about it, and you said, "I know a girl like that." I got to hear that story later.
She was one of Livermore's at the time's like top prostitutes.
Wow.
And she could crap on command. Or pee on command.
Wow.
And people with weird fetishes would request such services.
1, 2, 3.
Be crapped on or peed on.
Wow.
In the shower.
Yeah, I like the one video. I saw it on Facebook the other day. It's like want to get out of work today? Shit your pants. What are they going to do? Shit your pants. It's like, well, it's true. Wow. All the girls live in the basement. Get in that basement. Yeah. This place doesn't have a basement. And I've been in it before, not when it was a massage parlor. It used to be this little like swap shop place. But it's been a massage parlor for a couple of years now. And they got lots of bright neon signs in the windows, and all the windows are blacked out. So, there's some shenanigans going on in there. Blacked out windows, massage parlor, open at like 2 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, on command pooping. Wow. I guess everybody's got their own little thing they're good at.
Come here, Harley. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on, Harley. Great. She didn't want to wake up the cat to bring me the charger. Well, she brought me the charger, but didn't want to wake up the cat because he'll bug her. And sure enough, now he's bugging her. I don't know what to do. This isn't charging either. I remember, though, having problems like with this one. Like, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't.
Yep.
And I just even rebooted my phone.
We got this strange thing here. Horrifying mermaid-like skeleton found on a beach in the UK, shores of Market, Kent. Things are going amok down there in Kent. I don't know. To me, looking at it, especially this picture over here, looks like something that somebody made. But hey, if you're walking down the beach and you come up with something like this in the pile of seaweed, you're probably going to be thinking, "What in the hell am I looking at?" A British couple was left scratching their heads.
I need to get my glasses.
Yeah, my glasses and my shoes. I was down there stepping on piss clams and I found a Fiji mermaid. British couple was left scratching when they stumbled upon what appeared to be the nightmarish remains of a creature sporting the head of a human and the body of a fish. According to local media reports, Paula and Dave Regan made the gruesome discovery earlier this month in the coastal town of Margate. "We thought we'd blow the cobwebs away with a walk along the beach," she recalled, noting that their stroll came to a sudden stop when they spotted a bizarre object, seen in the pictures, sitting in the sand. They made a sudden stop when they spotted the bizarre object. From afar, Paula suspected that the oddity was simply some driftwood or perhaps an unfortunate seal. But when we got up to it, it was the weirdest thing. For the life of me, I can't tell you what it was. The debris that baffled Reagan's resembled a diminutive mermaid with a humanoid head and a fish tail. It didn't feel slimy or decomposed, Paul observed, but it was definitely strange. The peculiar find drew a small crowd of bewildered beachgoers, wondering what the weird creature could have been. While some suggested the oddity could have been a carved decorative piece from a ship, Paul mused that ultimately nobody could really work out exactly what it was they were looking at. Suspecting that no one would believe their account of the unsightly discovery, The couple smartly snapped some photos of the mystifying object. When the pictures began circulating online, cryptozoologists and sideshow aficionados quickly identified the find as a form of the famed Fiji mermaid, a once popular type of fabrication passed off as an exotic animal by unscrupulous promoters. How exactly this peculiar specimen wound up on the beach in Margate is, of course, a mystery. Though, in one of the images, it may have been placed there by a prankster. And it don't want me to look at the last part of this article. But it could have been put there by a prankster in hopes of stirring the pot. I don't know. I made that last part up, but that's kind of what it said. Would be weird to be walking down the beach and find this strange thing poking out of some seaweed. But yeah, it looks like it's like made like in a mold or carved or something. Yeah. The Oak Island treasure. Did they ever find anything on Oak Island? I used to watch that show religiously, and then I just like lost interest because I'm like, they're just beating a dead horse here over and over and over. I haven't watched the last few episodes of it, or the last season or two. Has anybody, did they ever find anything? It's kind of like, I really like the Skinwalker Ranch series, you know, but it's like, you know, they oh well, we're gonna bring in this machinery and we're gonna dig, and it's like, okay, we only got till the end of the day and then we're not gonna have the machinery anymore. It's like, no, you freaking get the machinery and you dig the freaking hole until you find what is at the bottom of the hole that you found, that you see in the sonar. You don't stop 3/4 of the way. Oh, darn it, we ran out of time.
Plus, that's not how you rent heavy equipment either.
Exactly.
It doesn't work
And,
like
you
that.
know, the dude's like a billionaire. I'm sure he could keep it an extra day or two, you know. Finish digging.
Normally they're like 3-day rentals and stuff, but on like excavation, because you know you're not going to do it in one day.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I guess they gotta.
That dude could buy one.
Yeah, exactly. I guess they gotta keep the television drama, you know. I don't know. It just pisses me off and makes me stop watching it.
The one from the car just started to work. You should see my side table. No, I don't want to move it.
Allegedly, Richard Simmons never wore a headband. Is that
who?
Richard Simmons?
Oh, yeah, that's what people are saying. But I picture him with that headband. But it's like, did that come later? Or can we just picture? I know he had the wrist thingies. Is that what we're thinking? Or can we just picture him with the... Ah, damn it. It stopped.
Yeah, I don't know if he did or not. Looking at a bunch of pictures of him and he's not wearing one.
So maybe we can just picture it.
I don't know.
Now my computer keeps saying unresponsive. Like, is there a solar flare today? I was going to look up earlier when the sky was blue. April solar flare?
Yeah, you're getting my
Earth
delayed.
dodges a massive. What's that?
Say what?
What were you saying?
I said you're getting my delayed reaction from the other day.
11 hours ago, X-class solar flare from emerging sunspot causes radio blackouts. Earth dodges massive solar storm with space experts watching for more activity. Sun unleashes a powerful M56 solar flare and Earth is in the firing line. Are auroras coming? I was wondering that tonight too when the sky was that blue. Solar radiation storm reaches S2 levels. 5 steps. You know, that's what they're saying. We're not going to be extinct or out from like an ice storm or this or that. It's probably going to be a solar flare. But I still don't know how much I actually believe. Because, you know, you can say anything you want.
This is true. Ring. I was still looking for pictures, but not finding any.
Of the headband?
Yeah.
Did you type in Richard Simmons with headband?
Yep.
Here, let me look on a different browser in case they wiped out of Google just to screw with us.
Could be the
Richard
aluminum.
Workout photos examined. Yeah, I remember his curly hair like that. I don't know. I think when I heard that, it was just I could picture a headband on him. And I'm like, what? You wear a headband? But it's like, or am I just thinking of his wristbands? Because like his hair is very prominent and it would be like pushed in, you know, like it'd have a dip if he had a headband on over his head.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the hair like that. I remember the hair being curly and round. Hi, Harley. This is my mom's cat. Pretty boy Harley. He's a Siamese.
Ah.
And he's very special. And very, very needy.
Ah.
And he likes to be chatty. He's a chatty lad. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I need to get a new charge report is what it is, but I figured it out.
Yeah, I felt like I had a flare in my.
Flare in Rob's butt.
Yeah, that last hot sauce that I had in that video, I like hot stuff, but yeah, I think it caught up with me later that evening. But it
I
got
don't
me.
know how you do it.
I got 3 new daddle sauces to do. The thing with those though, they're not really that hot. I found a jar of the stuff that I make. I'm getting ready to make a new batch of sauce, and I really like the stuff I make. And it does have quite the kick to it. So, like a lot of these other sauces, everybody's like, "Oh, they're so hot." I'm like, "Really? Not really. Not really."
Just the back of that bottle reading it made my glands hurt. Like, do that little gleeky thing. Like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, Debbie, when I did that last one, that Reaper squeezins, the first bite, it's a little spicy. Like, let's do another one. So I did another one. And I was like, okay, it's kicking in now. And then I did the third one, and I was like, okay. And then that sauce is like, it's hot initially. Initially it's not bad right off the bat, but then it like creeps up on you. And then it mellows, and then for some reason it comes back. And the second wave is what got me. I got into that moment where I was I couldn't even talk. I was like, okay.
Man.
I just lost like the wires in my brain, like they came undone for a minute there.
So bye, Harley.
But that's what I like about really good hot sauce, is it like kicks in those endorphins, and I don't know, it's kind of like a drug or something. I get kind of addicted to it. Once I start eating hot sauce, I can't stop.
So when your friend said, "Oh, you guys should do like a wing competition next," I was like, "Damn, if my dad was still around, I would love to see you two challenge a hot sauce or a wing thing, because he would actually change like from a bright red, you'd see like the colors like pink, like lighter till he was like a dead gray white, and he would stop breathing and then go like this, and we would watch him just stop breathing and sit there. And sometimes we're like, "Oh, is this a little too, like, should we be doing something?" And then he like snaps out of it. He's like, "Damn," goes and takes another bite. We're like, "Why do you do that?"
Hit him with the paddles. What do we do? Yeah,
I don't know, but I would have loved to see you go against him, because I don't even know.
Yeah, that last sauce that I did, the Reaper squeezins, at one point, Smoke and Ed from Pucker Butt Pepper Company, that was the hottest sauce in the world, supposedly, at one point. And it's pretty friggin' hot, I gotta say. I was just doing little dabs of it, and yeah, it's pretty intense.
Like,
but it's not the hottest. I was putting it on a pork rind.
Mm.
And yeah, it was pretty warm. But yeah, he's got a new pepper that he came out with, and it's like 3 times hotter than those Reaper peppers. It's Pepper X.
The X pepper sympathy sweats.
Yeah. I made a sauce, like my normal hot sauce. I make a daddle pepper sauce. And the stuff I made last season was really good. I mean, I was just eating that stuff left and right. And it was pretty hot, but I have a friend that, like, she tried it and she was like, it's good, but it could be hotter. And, and I'm like, okay, I'll make a batch specially for you. I did my regular Daryl pepper sauce, and then I put habaneros and Carolina Reapers in it as well. And that shit was blisteringly hot. Like, I ate
Did
some
she
of it.
try it?
Oh, she loved it. She
No, I
ate,
mean, did you tried it?
oh yeah, yeah. It blistered my lips. It was so freaking hot. It like burnt my lips. And she loved it. She ate 2 quarts of it. And like,
What's wrong with her?
I'm like, damn girl, you are a badass. I was doubting it, I was like, okay, I'll make you some hot sauce if you like it hot. And she got it, opened it up, tasted it. She's like, oh yeah, it's got a kick. It's got a little kick to it. And I'm like, little kick? What? Is your tongue retarded? What's going on?
Or is she like got a coating, like some sort of like metal coating? Is she like Inside Out Terminator?
Something. Yeah. It's got like the mercury tongue or something. I don't know.
Did she grow up on hot stuff?
She said she's always liked it.
Oh my
I was like,
goodness.
and it's weird because a lot of times girls have this like resistance to hot stuff. Like the same pepper sauce that I was eating yesterday in the video. When Darcy's nephew and his girlfriend were staying here, wife, whatever, I had some hot sauce in there. I've always got hot sauce, and he's trying it, and he's like, got anything really hot? And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. You want something really hot? Here you go. And put some on a spoon and ate it. And, like 5 minutes later, he was freaking out. And his girlfriend put some on a spoon, like a teaspoonful. And it's not that hot.
So I'm the exception to that. If I have to ask for no jalapeno seeds, because if I eat jalapeno seeds, I'll start coughing in my throat. I go like this in my tongue. I don't like it. I start drooling on my tongue. Then I have to like, get the butter and stick my tongue in it, or stick my tongue in milk. And then nothing tastes good after that. Like, I don't even taste my food. So I don't understand. Like, it just ruins everything for me.
Yeah.
I am not cut out for hot stuff at all. Not like that. Not hot peppers.
Yeah, I didn't used to be. I like some spicy stuff here and there, but I didn't used to like really hot stuff, and then something happened. I don't know. Got butt probed by aliens or something. I don't know. Some switch flipped, and all of a sudden I started liking hot stuff. It's like it kicks in those like endorphins or something when it's really hot, and it like you just like lose your mind and something about
I just
that.
want to cry and say, why the hell did I do that? I hate myself right now. Like, mild can be too hot sometimes.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, well, they say smokers, are they, like, smokers don't taste things the same.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they're not all smokers. But no, I see girls with all hot sauce all over their tacos, dousing in it. I'm like, dude, you just ruined the whole taco. All you're gonna taste is hot sauce. But they're like, but I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a lot of girls that just will jam on some hot sauce. Like, wow. Like the stuff I was eating yesterday, like I say, I mean, it's, Ed holds the Guinness World Record for the hottest pepper on the earth. And this sauce that I was eating yesterday held the previous record. It's supposedly the hottest sauce that they make. And I was eating it. I wasn't like dousing the chips with it or anything, but I put a respectable blop on there, three different ones, and I was getting the sweats and felt like I had a mouthful of fire ants. But what I like about that sauce is even though it's hotter than Satan's anus, it still has a good flavor. Like I don't like hot sauce that is all it is hot. Like it's so hot you can't taste anything except your head exploding. I still like the flavor of the peppers, so that sauce has that, but it's like serious, like the shit's hot. So I'm doing that video and I'm like, well, I'm using like one of the hottest sauces around. Like, where do I go from here?
Oh no.
But there's hotter. I don't know. Kind of scared of that one.
Debbie, I can eat jalapenos, just not with the like little seeds so much, because like I like jalapeno poppers, and because I like the taste of pepper. I like chili rellenos. I like the chili. I like these one nachos. That's the hottest thing I think I could eat. They're deep fried jalapeno, little like wheels, and some of the seeds were in there, and then they would deep fry them and put them on chips, and then pour like melted nacho cheese over the top, so that kind of helped mild it down. But they were so good, and they were hot, but they tasted good. So like I get like it can taste good. It's just when your tongue burns so bad that that's all you taste, and that it hurts and you want to cry.
Yeah.
I don't find the enjoyment.
Yeah, Craig, the thing that works the best for me is like citrus. I don't know. Like
To neutralize?
yeah. Like orange juice or just like a lemon, just like lemon slices, just like chomp into a lemon slice. And that like to me that like kills the pain. Milk doesn't really do much for me. I don't really drink beer, so and I don't drink orange juice either anymore. But I got lemons in the fridge, and that definitely works. Sour cream helps sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love jalapenos. Sometimes I make an omelet, and I'll put cheese in there and just like a whole layer of jalapenos. I made a jalapeno sauce last year too that people loved. Like everybody that got it seemed to really like it. It was a pineapple and jalapeno sauce, and it was kind of sweet, kind of spicy, a little bit hot, and I don't know. I liked it. I called it Green Mamba sauce. I liked it.
I remember you bottled it up and sold some, didn't you?
I just give it away. But yeah, I liked it. It wasn't. I don't know. I liked the Dowdle pepper sauce that I made. That shit was the bomb. But people really loved the green jalapeno sauce. And a friend of mine, he was like, "Hey, you're making hot sauce, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you want some jalapenos?" And I was like, "Sure." He's like, "All right, come by. I'll give you some." And I figured, he's going to give me, 15, 20 peppers maybe. He gave me like 10 pounds of jalapenos. I'm like, holy crap, I'm making some sauce. Yeah, there was probably 300 big jalapenos. But yeah, citrus works really good for me for some reason. I don't know. It's funny. I watched like some of the sauce I was using yesterday is off that show Hot Ones, and I watch that all the time. It's funny.
What is
He's,
it?
it's called Hot Ones, and he'll Sean will have like you know Shaq on there, or Billie Eilish, or he just has all these celebrities and actors and stuff and musicians and whatnot come on there. Bill Murray was on one of them. Bill Murray, he was one that was just like, like a lot of people freak out. They get like, there's like 6 or 8 sauces, and they start out really mellow. They get hotter with each one, and some people get to like 3 or 4, and they start freaking out. And some people go all the way. They freak out a little bit, sweating, coughing, spazzing. Bill Murray's just like, this one's finally got a kick to it. Even Sean was like, I can't believe you're at number 9 and you're just saying, oh, it's got a little kick to it. Most people freak out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the one with Bill Murray was pretty funny. Like, yeah, I really like this one. Yeah, I made some dowdle pepper mustard that was good. And another thing that's really weird is I don't eat them anymore because I'm not doing the whole sugar thing. And that's what sucks is a lot of the hot sauce has sugar in it, and for not eating sugar, man, I can taste sugar. Like, even if the pepper's hot as hell, I taste sugar first. I can tell which ones have sugar without even looking at the ingredients. But yeah, one of my favorite things was dowdle pepper ice cream or popsicles. Sounds weird, but I used to love that. There's a popsicle place down the road from me that they make, these boutique popsicles, whatever they're called, fancy popsicles. One of them was strawberry dowdle pepper, and it was awesome. And they had strawberry dowdle pepper ice cream as well. But a lot of people think I'm weird because I like hot peppers. Well, Jamie's next article, this guy drinks his pee. Got me beat.
And he bathes in it, I believe.
Oh, bathes in it too. Oh, he takes urine enemas. There you go. That's a topper. I think this guy's got some issues. Let's go ahead and pee up my butt.
Pee up my butt. I drink my own pee for the, look what they call it. They put wellness. Not unusual. They put it under the
mental wellness. Hey, guy looks healthy. I'll give him that.
God, I hate this. Okay. Hold it like this. Golden Powers, anyone? Troy Casey has received a steady stream of press for his unorthodox wellness regimen, which includes the daily practice of drinking his own pee. Former model and the author of A Journey to Self-Love, Casey has been drinking his urine for years, and he regards it as something of a diagnostic tool. I think it teaches your insides a little bit more about yourself, he told the Post. Urine has stem cells, amino acids, and antibodies. It's the hair of the dog, a direct biofeedback loop. You know what's wrong with you as soon as you drink your morning pee. Don't they have litmus paper for that?
Mm.
Casey was introduced, or the cat litter. They have Martha Stewart has pretty litter. You pee in it, the cat pees in it, it'll turn pink if you have like blood in there, it'll turn blue if you have a kidney, and yellow if you have a liver. Pee in some cat litter.
Mm.
Casey was introduced to urine therapy by a breathwork coach who, after an unsuccessful round of chemo, claims to have healed himself of testicular cancer through urine looping. Akin to fasting, urine looping is the practice of drinking only your own urine and supplemental water for a designated period. Not so much teetotal as pee total. I guess that's a joke. Casey, who goes by the certified health nut and previously made, maybe he's a certified nut, and previously made headlines for sunning his anus, was up for the challenge. 2 decades later, he was a urine convert, spreading the good word about the worth of waste. While Casey is sold on what he says are major health benefits, medical experts consulted by the Post are less convinced by this whiz kid health hack. Dr. Michael, board certified internal medicine physician and author of Ageless Revolution, warned that drinking urine can be hazardous because it's both dehydrating and contaminating. Urine is mostly water and salt, which dehydrates you. Your kidneys are trying to get rid of toxins, and if you drink your urine, you're putting the toxins back into your body, he told the Post. When people have a UTI, most of the infection in the urine is E. coli. People can get seriously sick from drinking urine. What kind of it where like they let the cows pee on like India or something where like they drink the cow pee and they like bathe in the cow pee?
Yeah. They just let me out the nervous hospital.
For those on medications, drinking urine amounts to reintroducing discarded metabolites back into the body. Meanwhile, above average levels of urea can be toxic. You're drinking the urea, and that's going to cause problems. Introducing it to the GI tract can cause poisoning, he said. But this guy's done it for like how long? And none of that's happened to him, right?
I guess.
Casey opts to he calls the middle P, just like doing a pregnancy or a drug test. Emptying the first splash of his AM stream into the toilet, because like the most junk comes out at first and at the end. So they always say you use that middle stream for like drug and pregnancy tests. So he empties his first splash of his AM stream into the toilet, portioning some in a cup or mason jar, and siphoning the last drops back into the bowl. The morning pea has the most stem cells, and if you ferment it up for up to 3 weeks, it has hundreds of millions of stem cells, he said. Despite the risks and repugnance of drinking pee, Dr. admitted it is not entirely void of benefits. Morning urine has melatonin in it, and drinking it could restore and regulate melatonin levels, he said. The doc noted that the hormone melatonin is a crucial antioxidant, and regulating melatonin can improve mood and sleep. However, due to the risk of toxicity and contamination, he strongly recommends the patients don't drink their urine. Casey He was drawn to the fountain of funk after a lifelong struggle with severe gut dysbiosis and imbalance of the bacteria of the microbiome. But Courtney Smith, a registered dietitian, diabetes specialist, and founder of the Keys to Nutrition, stresses that this is not the way to treat it. Drinking your urine is not a solution for this, she told the Post. If you are struggling with stomach issues, I recommend a medical workup with a gastroenterologist. Secondly, you may want to increase your consumption of prebiotics and probiotics to improve your gut microbiome. While Casey's methods may seem extreme, or at least extremely unappetizing to most, they are in no way new or novel. In the Old Testament, the book of Proverbs, 5:15 commands, drink water from your own cistern flowing water from your own well, suggesting our forebears were indeed pea drinkers. Well, and again, up for perception, right? Dr. Jonathan Jennings, a board certified internist with medical offices of Manhattan, notes that diabetes mellitus translates into passing through sweet because ancient physicians diagnosed the condition by sampling a person's urine to determine if it tasted like honey. Taking it back even further, 5,000-year-old sacred Hindu texts expose the practice of Shivambu, or drinking urine for rejuvenation. Implemented in their healing, Shivambu is named for the Hindi deity Shiva, the creative protective force of the universe. Shiva is the only one who swallows the poison. That's why he's blue. Author practitioners told the Post. There's a poisonous nature to your urine. Your body's getting rid of things it doesn't want, but the idea is that by drinking it, you can create antibodies. If one can get over the weirdness of it, there are therapeutic benefits. Well versed in weirdness, Casey also ages his urine for use in enemas with the belief that the mucous membranes in the anus will activate and absorb the stem cells present in the urine. You can seal it in a mason jar or put a washcloth over it with a rubber band, and it will aerate, he explained. Casey credits these enemas for flushing out his gut and helping him carve out his six-pack. Muscle definition aside, Dr. Aza said the urine has a minimal amount of stem cells and can help with tissue repair, but he is unaware of any studies to back up using it in enemas. There's no scientific evidence because no one's studied it yet, but yeah, your butt has mucous membranes. That's why you can get drunk through your butt. There's no scientific evidence or research to support its effectiveness, he said. There are other proven ways to increase those cells, including eating a healthy diet, eating dark chocolate, and drinking black tea. Better tea than pee, so to speak. The doctor also explained that stem cells loss is a hallmark of the aging process. You don't want to deplete your stem cells, but trying to get them from a urine enema amounts to being a guinea pig. As far as the guinea pig analogy, Casey conceives his body as an ever-evolving experiment. My research is direct experience. I don't have any shame, he said. Part of my work is to obliterate shame and guilt for being a human being. I'm an investigative journalist reporting on my own scientific laboratory, which is my human body. If it resonates with me intuitively, then I will try it. When it's in the jug, it smells like ammonia, but once it goes on your body and the sun hits it, it's like my own perfume, like a musk. SPF and other uses. It continues. That direct experience also includes using urine topically as an eye rinse and as his neti pot as part of his detoxification protocol. Neti pot's a thing, if you don't know, that you pour through your nose.
Yep.
Oh, it's just sticking it on your skin is really powerful. It's good for breathing. It gets rid of aches and pains. It energizes me and it lifts my mood, he said. Casey, who lives in Scottsdale, Arizona, prefers to apply urine to his skin before sunbathing. I really like sitting in, that's why it's all glistening, huh? I really like sitting in the sunlight with it. I put it on my body and go out on my electric bike. Topical is a different animal. I'm just trying to think, like, is that a conduit of anything? Topical is a different animal, and energy wise, I got that stem cell rich juju in it, he said. Casey says the topical application creates photobiomodulation, and he maintains the reward is well worth the initial whiff of rank. When it's in the jug, it smells like ammonia, but once it goes on your body and hits it, it's like my own perfume. Like, it smells funky, but that's a medicine as well. You know it. Science. While urine can't do the job of sunscreen to prevent skin cancer and aging, actually, sunscreen is very bad because it blocks out all the vitamin D and everything. Dr. Jennings both note that the urea found in it has been proven effective in softening nails and skin and is commonly added. Whoa. Commonly added to cosmetic products. Promote soothing relief for chronic conditions like psoriasis and eczema. I need to look on the back of stuff, see if it says UREA on the back. That means P. Urea has antifungal because I got eczema, you got psoriasis.
Yeah.
We probably had some sort of urea on our skin.
Hey, I did pee on my foot one time when I got stung by a jellyfish just to see if it worked. It was very warm. You imagine going over to this guy's house, you know? Hey, you want some lemonade? No, no thanks. I'll pass.
Oh my God, I want to go in the house.
Got anything in a can or a bottle that hadn't been opened yet?
But he touched it with his pee hands. Urea has antifungal and antimicrobial properties and works for seborrheic eczema, all this shit. Dr. A's, who added topical application, will probably work, but I'd rather use a cream. I don't want to smell like urine. Fair enough. Oh God. And this is just keeps on going. What's the end thought of this? Okay. The last thing is to take a small amount, just try it out. Casey believes Big Pharma intentionally suppresses natural healing methods like those found in this tradition in an attempt to prevent people from healing themselves through themselves, which is true. And the fact that he is, you know, they're talking, you know, about the toxins and all, but the fact that he is taking from that middle stream, he is avoiding a lot of the toxins by doing that because, like we said, the most comes out with that first squirt, and then you know, it's kind of like the gas can. The last part of it is like the sediment at the bottom of your gas can, you know?
Yeah.
So he is taking, I guess, the purest form out of it. And there's all that evidence about what stem cells do and this, and that. I mean, he is a guinea pig on himself. It's utterly disgusting. Nothing I'll ever try, but I'm not going to knock the dude.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he looks good, you know. So, I don't know. Each their own, I suppose. Yeah. Want something to drink? No, good. I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah.
I just see him pissing in a Gatorade bottle and then chugging it.
Jesus. Oh God. Managing his breath. He's like, you're talking to him. I just want to throw up in my mouth. If I'm standing in front of him and he all of a sudden pulls out a lemon lime Gatorade.
Yeah. See that movie Waterworld? All that messed me up years ago when I saw that. When he was like peeing and recycling it and drinking it.
Oh, and
Hey,
I
you
know
got to
they
do what
do
you got to
that.
do, huh?
Yeah, for like survival.
Yeah.
But I have a straw for that. I have filtrations that you could pee through this, these straws and into these things, and it's supposed to take out a lot of the bad stuff. Like if you are in, a really bad situation,
Yep.
you have to do what you have to do.
Be drinking out of mud puddles and stuff.
Yeah, these are hella cool straws though. They're filters. You can actually drink out of the gutter in the street if you wanted. Um, I keep them in a couple of the go bag in my truck has
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, we got a couple that fit in bottles. You fill the bottle up and it has a filtered straw in it.
Oh yeah, that goes into like what, like a 2 liter?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, those are really good.
I watch this one channel, this girl that lives in a van, and yeah, she's always hiking and she's, getting water out of streams and creeks and stuff. And she's got, one of those bottles that has a filter in it. Yeah. Everybody's going to be looking on the back of their cosmetics and stuff.
Yeah, urea. And whose pee is that, I wonder?
Yeah.
Like where do they get that from?
Hey, all you
Is that
kids,
like
today.
I wonder if it's like a protein in the pee, like why they call it urea. If it's like a type of protein, kind of like how there's plasma in your blood.
Hmm.
And he might be onto something with the whole anus enema thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're probably not giving grant money out for stuff like that because, again, it's true because, Big Pharma does not want people healing themselves.
Yeah, the whole medicine and food thing is a big crock of shit. Anyways,
Yeah.
I mean, there's how many medicines are there that don't fix you?
Mm-mm.
It's like putting a Band-Aid on whatever it is that ails you.
You know what?
They don't want medicine to fix you or to heal you, because once you're healed, you're not going to be buying that medicine anymore. So they just want it to just patch you up along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Just enough to get by, and then it wears off and you got to get more and you got to get more. And they told me I was going to be on some of these medicines for the rest of my life. And I'm like, oh, bullshit. No, I'm not.
Yeah, I heard that too. You know how these drug commercials have really gotten like really bad, and it's like they're pushing drugs on TV. They give you all the side effects, this and that, and we're thinking they shouldn't be able to advertise. They shouldn't be advertising this stuff like on TV.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's something going out that the president is going to make it so that they can't have these drug pushing advertisements on TV anymore. So that'll be nice.
Yeah. Hopefully, RFK, whatever, gets some legitimate, like, I don't know, gets rid of a lot of shit. Because, man, our food and drugs and everything else in this country is pretty horrible.
Yeah, he's got a tall order, but I'm seeing him like trying to hit angles like he's talking to Dane from Geoengineer Watch. That was the person I was hoping like, okay, if you're really serious about clearing certain things up, then you can't do that without addressing this issue, right? But I didn't know his stance or like how serious. Well, that's something he brought up, and then I see an interview with him and Dane, the guy that it's like, oh, he needs to talk to Dane. Yeah, there's a video of him talking to Dane about it. It's like right on. Not that we can really probably do anything about it because we don't really know who's the one controlling, someone pays someone to pay someone to get someone that'll give up their license, generate their license, and yada, yada, yada. But more awareness is good. And for people to realize it's not a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Because then our soil's tainted, our water's tainted. So no matter what we eat or not, it's
Yeah,
been
I've got
grown.
friends, I mean, there's problems. Whoa. There's problems everywhere, but like not just in the US, but I got friends that live, like over in Europe and stuff, and they're like, dude, they come over here and they're like, your food is just screwed here, man. Like, what do you mean? They're like, you guys eat and drink stuff that is like banned out of our whole country, but not here, You guys are just gobbling it up.
Look at the label on ketchup here and the label on ketchup
Yeah.
in the UK is oatmeal, and that those two things right there, apple juice. Just look at those things right there. You'll see right there where everything's exactly the same, the ingredients, and then theirs stops. And then ours keeps going with a whole paragraph of all sorts of crap. Same exact products, but they throw this stuff in ours.
Yeah.
They talk about heavy Americans and all this health problems and all that. Well, yeah, you are what you eat, and look what you're giving us to eat. Even if you're, trying to eat moderately or healthy, it's geo. Uh, what's that label on the a bioengineered food product?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
no
on.
matter what you're getting, a tortilla, anything, it's been screwed with.
It's like just about any candy has,
And bioengineering that.
yeah, yeah. Look at the ingredients on just about anything, and like even butter. Like, what is butter made out of? Cream, sometimes salt. And some butter, you pick it up and look at it, and there's like 20 different ingredients. Any
Oh,
candy
and forget like
have,
margarine.
yeah, oh yeah, that's horrible. Any candy is
Horrible.
going to titanium dioxide or something, and it's like, what? Why? You look at soda and stuff, it's got vegetable oil and all kinds of stuff in it. It's like, why is this in here?
Yeah, it's
And
the choices that we make, and they're not forcing us, but when that's the only thing that they're putting in the stores, and every product in the store has something bad with it, down to the fresh fruit and vegetables having mRNA put into it. It's being grown in contaminated soil. It's got easy peel, whatever, all over the top. Like, we are ingesting horrible stuff. The seeds that we get now have been spliced and geoengineered too. So you can be as diligent as you want, but it's in everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to the store, pick up any package of anything, and look at what's in it. You can't eat anything unless, like, you're on your carnivore diet.
And even then,
Even
it's
that, yeah,
yeah.
even that, if you don't know where you're getting your meat, it's pumped with steroids and hormones and antibiotics and
Yeah. And like I say, you know, I was trying hot sauce yesterday, and I'm like, yeah, this got sugar in it. Sure enough, I look at the ingredients. Yep, there's sugar. It's like everything has sugar in it. And when you
yeah,
don't, when
but
you
you're
cool
getting
sugar, that's like the first thing. Like pork rinds, I got a bag of pork rinds, and it was a bag of, I can't remember the label, which ones it was, but I opened them, you know, and I pulled one out and put it in my mouth. I'm like, these have sugar in them. Like that's the first thing I tasted was sugar, and they were just plain, not like barbecue or none of this, just plain pork rinds. I'm like, these got sugar in them. I flip it over and look. Yep, it's like the second thing on the ingredient list. Why? I
and
bought,
we make, like
what's that?
Craig's comment, you make your own butter, get some, heavy cream. We
Yeah,
make things like bread. But it's again, the flour is weird. It doesn't work right. The yeast doesn't work right. They've done stuff to that. And even the milk has a shit ton of antibiotics and stuff in it. So, like, you can still make your own butter, which is better than whatever, but it's still, there's crap in it. There's crap in everything.
yeah, yeah. I don't eat anything out of a box or anything anymore. And you know, I was talking to my neighbor yesterday, you know, and he's trying this diet, and he's still, you know, not he's still cheating and not doing it, you know. And I said, don't just flip a switch, you know, and go hardcore into it. Just kind of ease into it, you know. And that way you don't like shock your system as bad. But
Yeah.
you know, he's talking about sugar. I just have these sugar cravings. You know, I gotta have sugar, and I'm like, yeah, sugar's a drug. And he's like, well, I mean, it's not like a drug. I'm like, no, sugar is as addictive as crack or heroin or any any other drug, oxycodone, whatever. It's an addiction, you know, because sugar is in everything. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's in bread. It's in, you know, not to mention like donuts and candies and cakes and pastries
Cancer
and
eats
all.
sugar.
Oh yeah. And when you stop eating it, you really taste it like
Tortillas have
big time.
sugar.
Yeah. It's like, why? Yeah. It's like, you know, nicotine. It's weird. Like Darcy was reading an article the other day about what?
Oh, go ahead.
Darcy was reading an article the other day about nicotine. I can't remember exactly everything. I'll have to ask her again. But it's like nicotine that it was like healing something. And but yeah, even I mean, nicotine is addictive. Sugar's addictive. Crack's addictive. You know, it's all everything like that is addictive. Once your body gets used to it, you know, once your body gets used to the stem, you know, caffeine. I like I said, I quit drinking Red Bulls, and I was like, kind of felt shitty all week, and it's because I'm not getting that caffeine and whatever else, taurine and whatever else is in a Red Bull. I guess I don't know. I was like, why do I feel like such crap this week? And it's because I haven't
You're
had
withdrawing.
that. Yeah, it's that's it exactly. And withdrawals. I'm like, why do I feel so shitty? Oh yeah. Now I know. Having withdrawal symptoms. Yep.
Keep saying connection. I keep losing connection. When it does, you freeze and stop talking. And then it sounds like you're not saying anything, but then it says something about the stream. And then all of a sudden you're talking, but it speeds you up to like catch back to where you were. Like, so I keep stepping on you. It keeps glitching in and out.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched a video the other day of a lady that had something ridiculous, like a 26-year-old hamburger from McDonald's. Had it in a bag in her closet. And she's like, here's the hamburger. And she pulls it out. Just looks like a hamburger. You wouldn't have thought it was 26 years old. That it didn't rot. She's like, look, there's no rot in it whatsoever. I wouldn't advise eating it.
Wait, she just stuck it in there one day and said, I'm going to hold on to this for like 20 years and see what happens?
Yep.
People do some crazy shit. I can smell sugar from drinks ever since I switched those liqueur to the sparkling waters. No more 7-Up mixed with orange juice, which was my thing. And once in a while, I liked cream soda.
Yep.
I had taken like a sip of a Sprite when I was somewhere. Oh my gosh. All I could taste was like syrup. It was like syrupy sugar.
Yeah.
It didn't taste like that before when I used to drink it.
Yeah.
But it was like syrupy sugar. And then the family get together a few weeks ago. I was doing so good. It's been like a couple of years now just on this, just that sip of Sprite. There was like no drinks. I was like so thirsty. And the water was like warm and on the counter. And I'm looking in the refrigerator. I just see like root beer and like beer and stuff. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm gonna drink a root beer because there's nothing else. I really didn't want it, but I was like really thirsty. And I don't like warm tap water because it makes me want to yak, even though it's like really good for you, especially with lemon. So I'm drinking it, and all of a sudden I see somebody talking about an exploding sparkling water. I'm like, what? Oh, over on the back out of the refrigerator was all sparkling. I was like, oh, I just drank this root beer. I felt horrible. It didn't taste good.
Yeah. Yeah, I grabbed a Coke a while back. I was somewhere. Same thing. I was like dying of thirst, and I opened the cooler up and there's nothing in there but like regular Coke and root beer and like Sprite and this and that. And I grabbed a regular Coke, popped the top, took a swig of it, and I was like, holy crap. Couldn't drink it. Just tasted
No
like
way could I drink a Coke.
Tastes like I was drinking like a bowl of sugar with some cola flavoring. And before, Coke didn't even taste that sweet to me. Like when I would drink it normally. Weird how your body gets used to certain things.
Yeah.
I've been trying to drink more water. And I like water, but now and then I'll add like squeeze lemon in it or throw some mint.
And mint.
Yeah. Got a bunch of mint growing in the backyard, so
I gotta grow some more because that's my favorite is mint lemon water.
Yeah.
I can drink all kinds of it because something about that I feel like it holds the electrolytes in better. Because they had those drinks that I used to really like. They're these water bottles with circles on it, and um, shoot, I can't remember the name, but they were like $1 something a bottle, and they had like orange. We had the lemon mint or just lemon, and they were so damn good. I'm like, this is just flavored water, so I started making my own.
Yeah.
I even have those pitchers that has that thing that a plastic thing down the middle, so you can like pack it with lemons or mint and all this stuff, and it like seeps like in the water jug, so it doesn't get like all in there. If you want to make like a pitcher of it,
Yeah.
but mint water is the bomb, and lemon water. You can drink gallons of that in the summer.
Yep.
Have you ever had chocolate mint?
Yeah.
I had a chocolate mint plant for a while.
Yeah. I've got some of that growing in the back too.
Oh,
I was like, I forget where I originally bought my mint plants. They were little tiny plants, you know, and the guy was like, "Oh, this is chocolate mint." And I'm like, what's that like? And he's like, "Here." He pops a leaf off and hands it to me. I'm like, damn, it smells like chocolate mint. It smells like a Girl Scout cookie, a thin mint. Yeah, it's weird.
oh, and I still drink Red Bulls. That's my bad for everything. That takes away all the good I do with everything else.
I had 2 last week in the fridge, and there's 1 in there now. So that's how many. I've only drank 1 in a week. I may drink the other one. I don't know.
I had one Sunday for a paranormal soup, and I had 2 today, one this morning while I was doing articles and taking care of the cats. I'm finishing the other one now.
I had the old body armor tonight.
How was that?
It's good. I like cherry lime. I'm not a cherry person, but for some reason I like cherry lime. Yeah, chocolate mint's good.
Ooh, watermelon water.
Yeah, I like that too.
That sounds good. Oh, and coconut water. Love coconut water. I like it with the little chunks. That, I think, I retain the electrolytes better than like a Gatorade. Like something about the coconut water, like makes me not thirsty.
Yeah, it's definitely hydrating.
Did you do a crystal this week?
No, I didn't do one. I was gonna do it tonight, but then I didn't get home until literally right when I signed on and got you in the chat.
Damn.
Like a whole 5 minutes.
Because it's almost May again, Rob. It's almost Taurus season again, Rob. We're almost 5. I don't know. But that's my birthday month when I always get myself a special rock and a deck of cards and a cool candle for myself. So I need to start thinking what birthday rock I'm going to get.
Yeah. Yeah, you figured out where that picture came from, huh?
Yeah, like I was looking earlier, I'm like, wait, that Aerosol looks familiar to me. I'm like, wait, I think that's my picture. And then I recognized the little asparagus trees down there.
Yeah, stretched out a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, because that was blue. Tonight, oh my goodness, I walked outside in the sky to the west. I just stood on the edge of the driveway, like staring at it. Like, is this Aurora shit or what? Like, this looks like the Simpsons sky. And it was like 8 o'clock at night. And then behind at the east where the sun was going down, it was more like of a teal, um, you know, aqua color. But it was
Yeah.
so freaking blue for 8 o'clock at night. Like, damn, 8:30. And not because it's clean air and all that. No, California didn't get our blue skies back. This is like really weird, but um, it looked like a cartoon sky.
Yeah. Weirdness.
Such weirdness. You know, we haven't heard any updates on um, the Gene Hackman case, but I did hear today they're
That's weird.
talking about, huh?
That's weird. I was just pulled up a picture of Gene Hackman.
Really?
Yeah. That's weird.
I can't remember that the guy from Vision, what was it? Vision something. And now I can't remember the name of him. He's like 80 now, and he had these 70s murders from like his daughters and his wife. And he's been in jail this whole time, but he didn't get a fair trial because of the books and the movies that came out. But he's like 80 something now, going to die in jail. So they're talking about trying to get his case looked at again. Would you pull up about Hackman?
I just saw a picture in my pictures folder and clicked on it. I'm like, oh, Gene Hackman. And then you were like, yeah, we haven't heard an update on Gene Hackman. I was like, well, okay, that's weird.
Because he's crying in the garage. Because they are saying, you know, it's going to take like 3 months for toxicology. I also haven't like looked for anything, but
Yeah.
I don't suppose the toxicology has come back yet. I don't know. But you just don't hear it no more.
Yep.
Like, on to the next.
Yesterday's news.
Yesterday's news. Are they? The Hackmans? Oh.
What about him?
Zariana says they're on all the gossip channels and magazines. And Craig says, I guess the guy who played Jim Morrison in the Doors movie died.
Yeah.
Good night, Heather. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, Rob's done a lot of Crystal videos. I love them. And I've bought quite a few because of them. I was just thinking that too. I still need to listen to that little bit that came out the first time we did it. I can't remember what was wrong. I had technical difficulty. Oh, it started looping or doing something crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that got nuts.
Yeah, but we should try another spirit box session. That would be cool. You still have do you have yours hooked up for your board still or no? Or not?
It's not hooked up at the moment.
But you're still able to use it,
Yeah.
like if you were wanting to, like in the future.
Yep.
We should do that. We should run it.
Again, I got to get another one of these cords.
Is that the one that has the charger cord and the headphone cord in
Yep.
it?
Yeah.
I have like two of the. Yeah, I have like two of those. In fact, that'll help you. I have one right here.
Well, anyways,
sorry I was all phone stressed out for the first 15 minutes.
it's quite all right.
But I was just worried about everything I have to do tomorrow. I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute, I now have this issue. I'm going to figure out my phone. 'Cause everything needs a code, everything you pay. Let me send you a code, a verification code.
Yep.
Pick your feet and pouch pussy? What? Oh, wait. Pouch pussy?
Pouch pussy. What? Pocket pussy? Something else.
Something down here. The wolf said. Oh, didn't Val Kilmer die?
Yep. Yeah, just the other day. Yeah, that character he played as Doc Holliday was pretty good for sure.
He did an excellent Doc Holliday.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry.
My fight's not with you, Holiday. I beg to differ.
It's one of those movies that you can watch a lot.
Well, cool. Thanks for hanging out with us again for a weird Wednesday. And we'll be back again next week for more. I may try and get a paid version of this restream and see how that works. And then we can start streaming to what's that other website? I forget the name of it. Anyway.
Twitch?
No.
Twitch or Rumble?
Rumble.
Rumble.
Let's get ready to
Rumble.
rumble.
Yeah.
See how that goes. Anyways, yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Look forward to it. And I got to get up in 5 hours, 4.5 hours. So I'm probably going to go to bed pretty soon. And like I say, have a great week. Thanks for hanging out with us. And we'll catch y'all next time on Weird Wednesday.